Hi everyone, I'm Shilpa B. We are dealing with the file structure concepts. So today let us go for the conceptual toolkit of file structure design. So what exactly is conceptual toolkit? So if you have a file structure design and if you want to decrease the number of disk access, you can collect all the data whatever is there in your file together inside some set of structures like buffers, blocks or buckets. So what exactly this buffer, blocks or bucket? It is a structure which will collect some similar types of data together so that you can access those data in one single access, one single seek, right? So that will reduce your number of disk accesses. So we manage the growth of these collections by splitting them. So these buffers or blocks, you can also split those into two or more than two number of blocks. Okay. So conceptual tool, it is a method of framing and addressing a design problem. So now suppose you have a particular buffer and you have some set of data inside your buffer or block, whatever the structure you have, and if you want to frame a particular design problem, now you need to divide those blocks into two or three blocks. You have a one big block with you and you want to divide it into two or three blocks, so then obviously you need a particular method in order to do that. So we can call it as conceptual tools which will help you to address these design problems. Okay, so we have object oriented toolkit. So this object oriented toolkit is nothing but it will make your file structure usable. So when you are dealing with your file structure, you will be having uh, so many different aspects which will make your file good. Accessing will be easier. But if we want to make our file structure usable in application development, that requires turning conceptual toolkit to application programming interface. In the previous slide, we have already seen what is conceptual toolkit. That means you will be having a set of blocks or buffers in which you can store your data and you can use it together. You can divide it, you can group it together, you can make it whatever you want. Okay, but how can we use it in our particular application? That is by using object oriented toolkit. So this object oriented toolkit, it will turn the conceptual toolkit to the application programming interface. So whatever work you have done using conceptual toolkit, that can be used that can be made usable by using object oriented toolkit. So we choose object-oriented approach, data types and operations are presented as class definition. So in our syllabus, we are going to set C++ as our language, which will be translating all your file operations to we are making it as user friendly using C++ concept. So mainly we have here class definitions. So this is the object oriented toolkit, and these are the different questions you have in your first chapter. What is file structure? We have already seen it, and why we need to file structure this why we need a file structure. What is the driving force behind file structure, or I can also tell it as heart of file structure. So that also we have already seen in the previous sessions. Then what are the different goals of good file structure design, and explain the history of file structure. All these are the important questions you can expect in chapter 1. So I hope all these concepts are clear, and let us soon meet in the next session. Thank you.